Off as a fucking terrorist, a fucking pedophile, sympathizing fucking terrorist.
Oh my God! Bruh.
Only need good vibes, good vibes, good vibes, good vibes. Only need good vibes, good vibes, good vibes, good vibes. Only need good vibes. Can't lie. Good vibes, good vibes, good vibes, good vibes. Been waiting so patient, I'm going places, can't fake it. My heart is so cold, my energy is contagious. All the pain, I can't take it. I'm staying grounded and graceful, cause I know everything that I've been through only made me count my blessings daily. Yeah, they've been acting shady, but I don't take it personal. The memory's fading, I'm enjoying the moment. I've been smelling the roses, taking time to reflect, stepping back, the truth unfolding, unfolding. Got nothing to prove, cause I'm not the blow. I've been in the booth, speaking to my soul.
Fuck
Now that
you.
I'm true,
Fuck
where
you.
it go,
Fuck
where
you.
it go. Either way
Fuck
it
you.
goes,
Fuck
I cannot
you.
turn
Fuck
cold,
you.
staying on the low.
Bruh.
I've been protecting my soul.
If your intentions are not pure, I can't let you get too close, cause I'm vibrating high. Ain't got time for your ego, these niggas quit to turn their back. Acting like the amigos, he never cared in the shows. Wasn't with you at your lows, assuming that you gonna fold. But baby, I've been growing ever since I let you go. And I've been doing better, and I know that hurts to know. Hurts to know. Only good vibes around me, and that's for sure.
Only good vibes, good vibes, good vibes, good vibes. Only need good vibes.
It's not productive. It's kind of gross and
Good
icky.
vibes, good
And I feel like it
vibes.
sounds
Only
like
good
more of a film. People are trying to degrade the emotion to degrade someone.
Good vibes, good vibes, good vibes, good vibes. You see me searching for my inner peace. I've been learning more about myself and my purpose. Truth always come to the surface. Was hurting, but I had to heal. Releasing all the pain that I always held. Been going through some changes, I'll make it still. Protecting my soul to keep it real. Only need good vibes, good vibes. Good vibes, good vibes. Only need good vibes, good vibes. Good vibes, good vibes. Only need good vibes. I can't lie. Only need good vibes, good vibes. Good vibes, good vibes.
Prof is a fucking terrorist, a fucking
right. Hello and happy Friday. No, happy Tuesday. It feels like a Friday. Why am I tripping over here? It's my Friday, okay? It's my birthday. Welcome in and thank you, everyone. I'm trying to put a bunch of these chats up on the screen, but you know, it's a process here. But welcome in, everyone. I just love seeing you all. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see. I'm trying to put some more up. Just thanks for being here for my birthday. I appreciate that. And we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Apologize for the tardiness. Let's see. Critter Mama, how you doing? Hi, Rebecca Ann, everybody. Okay, I'm so glad to see you all. Let's see. David Rogers, who's her daddy? Deb, Critter Mama, Nicole Watt, you know, Quad Axel, Victims News on Air, Miss Pie Crust, Nicole Watt, everybody. Elizabeth Jones, how are you doing? Let's see, Jade, how you doing? We got Heavy Metal Rehab, Rebecca McRae, thank you very much. All right. I'm trying to catch everyone. Swade Smith, how are you? All right. Good to see everybody. Matt, how are you, Matt? Thank you, Swade. Okay. Artist formerly known, welcome. Gretchen, hello to you. Let's see. Chocolate Inspired Creations, welcome. Or no, Chaos. Wait, am I thinking of chocolate? You know what? I think I'll have one. Welcome, Chaos Inspired Creations. So, as you can see, I don't have my glasses on, so it's a little of a challenge here. I'm thinking of chocolate, obviously. Let's see. Jade, Rock Crusher, happy birthday, Prof. Thank you. Carla Ann, hello to you. Everybody. David Rogers, Arthur Claremont, how are you? Moonbeam 70s Child. How are you? Christopher, Rock Crusher, Kelly. All right. Damn, how am I supposed to put all these on the screen? Swade Smith, Four Pitts, Lisa, Deb's here. Christina, where are you? Hey, Christina. Okay, Digital. Hey, Digital. Okay. All right. Let's see, I got to deal with something here. Okay. Very good information. Okay. All right. All right. Hello to you. Hello, everybody. Kate and Christian, hello to you. What's up, Noe, Advenue 03? Good to see you. Okay. Hey, it's a new day. Good to see you. All right, so welcome. I think that's enough. Look, the trolls are already coming in. Welcome, trolls. Just letting you know, we're documenting everything. We're keeping track, so just keep on coming. Keep on coming. Now, a couple housekeeping announcements. So, obviously, for years, I've hidden my birthday from you. Why? Because all of these fucking retards, you know, the Uniparty, the Troll Farm, those who are covering up the murders of Abby and Libby, you know, obviously, these stalkers, I was hesitant to ever announce my birthday specifically on the day because last thing I need is more fucking stalkers. But, you know, to be honest with you, hey, let's be honest here. Everyone has my address. Everyone has my full name, all my family's names. And everyone obviously knows my birthday and every single detail about every family member of mine. So let's be clear here. Stalkers, okay, Uniparty. And that's what we're going to be talking about tonight, the Uniparty, because the Uniparty is in full effect. Now, it's very interesting, okay? It's very interesting. And trust me, we're going to get into that tonight. So all you retards, remember I called this the Prof's birthday stream, Haters, Liars, and Grifters are Welcome. Boom. Because, yeah, all you haters, liars, and grifters, you are welcome. I want to document your shit, okay, obviously. But I guess first things first. So I would like everyone to know that Deb, okay, the lovely Deb, is my mod, okay? She's the only one in there. Deb is my mod. Please respect Deb. Listen to Deb. And Deb will be timing people out if there's an issue. But there is no one in here going to be booting anybody except yours truly. And even Deb probably shouldn't be timing anyone out. Because look, I decided this. Like, everyone wants to fuck around, right? I have literally more than 100 people coming at me every day, all day. So I decided, hey, what better way to deal with them than for me to personally lay the smack down? That way, no one has any question whatsoever on who the fuck is knocking you over the head with a wrench, because I guarantee you, if you get knocked over the head with a wrench, it's me who's done it, okay, starting from now forward. So I don't want there to be any doubt about who's doing what. So I just want you to know this. If you get smacked across the face with a wrench, it's me that did it, okay? So let there be no doubt that I got the big stick here, and I will use it. Okay. Now, furthermore, I'm sure that all of you have seen the insane, unhinged, absolutely baffling response to my releasing of my recordings with Reese Davis that occurred just a few days ago on Friday, okay? So for those of you who might have missed it, let me do a little recap. On Friday, I decided that the time had come to release the truth about Delphi, okay? The truth about Delphi. In other words, we've known this for some time, okay? We've known this for some time. We've been working on this for quite a while. We've been piecing together the the elements of the story that tie together sensibly, backed by evidence, backed by eyewitness testimony, and backed by discovery. Okay, so what we have been doing is gradually stitching this story together. And unfortunately, I have somewhat withheld it from you for some time because I've been working on it and making sure that the entire thing was knitted together properly. And if you were to do something that's somewhat self-reflective, which is like going into my channel and just taking a little look back over the past 6 months at the progression of lives and content and community posts that I've been rolling out, you might see that I was leading things in a certain direction based upon my knowledge of what has been going on. So anyway, I decided on the 9th anniversary of the murders of Abby and Libby, this February 13th, to go ahead and finally unveil for you about 90% of the story that we have come to understand. And I did it through releasing some of my recordings with Reese Davis. And for those of you who are observant and have your finger on the pulse and can actually kind of take in the things that happen, what you will notice is the entire uniparty has lost their ever-loving minds in response. That's right, this entire uniparty, they've lost their ever-loving minds. They do not know what to do about this. And it's funny. It's funny because, hey, what can I say? Everyone whines and complains, bitches and moans about the lack of transparency in this case, do they not? For years, everyone has bitched and moaned about the lack of transparency in this case. And so what did I decide to do? I decided, hey, I'm going to give a gift I'm going to give a gift to these victims, to Abby and Libby. On the 9th anniversary of their brutal murders, I was going to give them a gift and give the community a gift. And I did that, okay? I truly decided to do that, and I did that. And what was the aftermath of releasing that transparency onto the world? Absolute insanity. Absolute insanity. And it's truly enlightening to see these true colors come to the surface. And like I say, hey, what's wrong? What's wrong with this? What's wrong with releasing more information, respecting the limitations of what the people who matter have requested we don't really go into? But within those limitations, what's wrong with releasing more information? Isn't more information always a good thing? And so I decided to do so. I released more information with the philosophy that, hey, let the chips fall where they may. Let the chips fall where they may. If this is all bullshit, and if this is all lies, then let the lies be exposed. Let the bullshit be shown to be bullshit. What's wrong with more information when you've complained about a lack of information, a lack of transparency for the years? But no, that's not how this narrative control campaign works. Instead of gratitude and excitement and joy and criticism, instead what we got was a full-on fucking strategic, targeted attack. Okay? Actually, let me do this. Let's do it this way. I want to do this. Anyway. Okay? This is what you saw. A targeted attack in response to my revealing of more information on this case. Now, isn't that interesting? That's very interesting. A targeted attack. And so, you know, obviously, the Uniparty will say, oh, no, it wasn't an attack. There was no attack. There was no targeting. There was no targeting. There was no attack. That's BS. It was just a clarification of facts. Sure, clarification of facts with straight up defamation and slander, right? Straight up drunken rants and rage and cursing and screaming and yelling, which has occurred all throughout the weekend on into today. That's right. I woke up this morning to more of this. And for all of you who are doubting any of this, there has also been another swatting attempt. That's right. Yes, a swatting attempt. I was served a lawsuit. So we got swatting attempts, lawsuits, cursing, yelling, slander, lies, defamation, full-on targeted attacks. But sure, it never happened. There is no Uniparty. And now the tables are being turned in that those of us who are out here who are truly trying to shine a light into the dark recesses of this state's narrative, we are now being accused of being state actors. Okay, we are now being accused of being state actors and plants. Now let me ask you, genuinely, take a moment and look at the screen. Take a moment and look at the screen. Go back into my channel for the past 2 years and dive into any live stream you want and look really deeply. And you tell me, where's the state actor? Isn't it funny that the very state actors who are out here inserting themselves, steering the narrative, deflecting from the child trafficking and the sexual element of this crime, wouldn't it be interesting that those are the ones that are now pointing the fingers at several of us here on the inner circle with the people who matter, and they're saying these people are state actors? Well, I'm sorry. The problem with this argument is that we know too much. In other words, I'm not talking about the crime. I'm not talking about the crime. I'm not talking about discovery. I'm not talking about the lawyers. I'm talking about with each other. We know too much. We know each other too well. We know aspects of our private lives and of the activities of our private lives in the past year or two that give us the confidence that we are not interacting with state actors. And so it's very, very rich that now the uniparty would be pointing fingers at the independents out here, in the independents, not dents, dance. I guess I can't say that word well. Those of us who are independent operators here in the social media commentary, we are the very ones who have been pointed at and are now being called state actors or plants. Don't you think that the plants in this community would have been embedded for years, even prior to Rick Allen's arrest? Remember, I only came about after Rick Allen's arrest to try to shed light onto this case and figure out what's really going on here. So let me be very specific with you. These state actors, these plants, this PR team who is running the public narrative around this case, and who disregard all the requests and the sentiments of the people who matter. This PR team, who's working on behalf of the state, they have been implanted into this community since before the arrest of Richard Allen. So if you really want to know who the state actors are, or who the plants are, or who the PR team is, well, it's very easy. Go back to 2019, 2020, and 2021. That's right, those 3 years. Go back to that time period and see who was pre-positioned to be the voices on this case, the primary voices on this case. And you will instantly reveal to yourself who the state actors are. The uniparty. So the uniparty, in other words, has reared its ugly head again. The uniparty has reared its ugly head. And just, it's kind of interesting because since about October, this uniparty had gone below the surface. Remember, it's like a sea serpent. This uniparty had gone below the surface, under the radar, has been quietly operating in the political realm. Okay, so if you really go look at these state actors, what they've done is they've turned to political speech in order to build their following in the interim, so that they can build their following using politically motivated individuals to build their following, so that when this appeal is granted or not granted, and this post-conviction gets started or not, or a new trial, whatever happens with Rick Allen, they would have doubled their followers using politics, so that they can then come in and renew their narrative control campaign vocally, backed by a bunch of politically motivated individuals who are their new followers, so that they can then put a political spin on this, which is the exact thing they were trying to do with this crime in the year prior to Rick Allen's arrest. They were trying to politicize this entire dialectic. And this is not political, trust me. This is not political, because these pedophiles, these predators, span the political spectrum. And for anyone who's confused about that, I ask you to do some self-reflection, maybe do some prayer, maybe do some meditation, or maybe do some looking into the reality of this world stage. This is not right versus left. This is not far right versus far left. Both of those are problems. This is not Republican, Democrat. This is not left versus right. This disease, this festering plague of the victimization of children, the predation of children. These predators span the political spectrum. This is more of an economic spectrum than it is a political spectrum. So it's very interesting that these very individuals had attempted prior to the arrest of Richard Allen to politicize this entire thing. And what they're doing now is attempting to pre-position themselves politically so that whatever happens with Rick Allen, they can then re-politicize this entire thing and deflect from the true sinister problem here, which is the predators operating in elite circles, victimizing children, because it takes money to buy kids. Okay? So, prove to your point, Prof. Well, let's do so. Let's see if I can do a little something, something. Let's see. Everything takes time, including this. What is this? What is, what is this? I'll let you all reflect upon this. Okay, is my mic still on? Okay, guys, so here's how this works, okay? Here's how this works. As I've just said, on February 13th, just this past Friday, I released my first round of Reese Davis recordings, and I also had him come on the show briefly to answer some questions. Okay? And then, the very next day, on the 14th of February, which was Saturday, the entire Uniparty decided to do a targeted attack. Where is my target? Why did I pull that down? Come on, Prof. Where's my little targeted... Oh, well, it's not worth it. Did I lose my target? You know, I don't have the glasses. I can't see jack. Yeah, there it is. All right. So on so on Saturday, this group right here, this group decided to exercise a targeted attack. The Uniparty decided to exercise a targeted attack against myself and a couple others in my inner circle because of what transpired the evening before, which was the night of the 13th when I did my live stream. Okay? Just coincidentally, the next day, the leader of this group decided back to the blackout. So in other words, this blackout that's been in effect since October, as these snakes have been below the surface, you know, the way that I say the ugly head of the serpent, right? The ugly head of this serpent, it had been below the surface since October on a so-called crank blackout. And on Saturday, the 14th, this past Saturday, this python resurfaced solely for the purpose of a single live stream in which they were allowed to come on in and try to rake me over the coals and destroy me and others. And that effort being attempted or achieved, the very next day, they're called back into order, blackout back on. Cranks back on our blackout. Cranks back on our blackout. Agreed. So let me ask you, why would that be necessary? If you did nothing wrong, why would it be necessary? If you didn't go into someone's live stream and totally try to destroy me and others, why would you have to call the blackout? I thought you were already on a blackout. You see? You see how this works? In other words, what I am saying is that Friday's live stream, in which I unveiled the recordings with Reese Davis, was so damning to the state's narrative, was so damning to this narrative control campaign. It was so damning to the attempt to deflect from the truth about the murders of Abby and Libby, to defend the Dropbox and to protect Keegan Kline, that this group of individuals, the narrative control campaign, had to come out of hiding, had to do what they could to try to discredit, to trigger, to bait, and destroy the individual who was allowing the whistleblower to platform. And the very next day, the beast submerged. Now, question for you. Haven't I, for the past year, been detailing these PR tactics or these group dynamics to you in explicit detail? I've been attempting to really detail out for you the techniques, the tactics, the manner in which these groups operate, so that you can do a good job in identifying these. And I think what happened on Saturday was a failed attempt. Okay, it was a failed attempt. Because see, things ain't like they used to be. Okay, things ain't what they used to be. So the way that we responded to shit a year ago ain't gonna be the way that we respond to shit now. The way that we choose to exercise strategies a year ago ain't gonna be the way that we decide to strategize now. This is a fluid situation. And I've said to you before, I have been deeply involved in physics. I understand fluid dynamics on a mathematical scale, on a physical scale, and on a laboratory workbench scale. And fluid dynamics are a great analogy for the way that these dynamics work out here in the social sphere. These are social dynamics that mimic fluid dynamics. In other words, opinions change when more information becomes available. That is a sign of wisdom, is a sign of intelligence and intellect. Strategies change when information changes and when ideas change. Methods of response change when all of that changes. So here's your problem. Here's your problem, folks. You have ignited a war. As of Friday, the 13th, 2026, the entire dynamics of this community has once again changed. And I'm telling you now, there's no going back. There's no going back, okay? So what you will see is the uniparty continue to lose their ever-loving minds. But what you will not see is me fight this war in the way that I have before, because times are different. So what this will be is unconventional warfare. Because you don't get to extort me. Oh, did I leave that out? I am currently in the process of being extorted. I received a threatening message, a demand for money that is verified extortion. And that has been sent on to the FBI. Because you don't get to extort YouTubers out here because they don't say what you want them to say. You also don't get to wage lawfare against YouTubers because you don't agree with what they have to say. You also don't get to attempt to swat YouTubers because you don't agree with what they have to say. You don't get to call my CPS and falsely report to try to harass me with CPS because you don't like what I have to say. All these things you're attempting is only going to do one thing. It's going to increase the criminal conduct that you have been participating in and the evidence and accumulate the evidence against you, which has been documented for 3 years now. It is what it is. So my recommendation, knock it off, because this ain't working. This ain't working. This ain't gonna work. You're committing crimes to try to silence those who are speaking out against sexual predators. How long do you think that's gonna work? How long do you think it is before your devices are seized, before your accounts are subpoenaed? Who out here is ever going to back a pedophile protector? Who out here is going to stand behind a Dropbox defender? Who out here is going to stand behind a Keegan Klein protector? I think some people have some serious thinking to do. Because what do I say? I say, hey, come get my fucking devices. Get these devices. Come on. I've done no wrong. I have nothing to hide. Can you say the same? Oh, do we not remember just a month ago I revealed to you this plot to kill me, to fly over here, to do me physical harm, to pay for the assault and potential murder of the prof over YouTube? Or have we forgotten the conspiracy to physically assault Noe Amos and plant drugs on him and a scale and put his DNA in the bag? Have you forgotten that we were reported to the National Center for Missing Exploited Children for possessing CSAM when it was a Roblox video that these very fucks created and had in their possession? But they turned that on us to try to have us caught up with law? Have I called the CPS on you for your children with false reports? Have I called your law enforcement and filed false reports? Have I weaponized the court system against you falsely? See, this is a one-way street, and I think that you all have committed crimes. You've left a trail of activities behind you, like telephone harassment, do I need to show the audience the 40 to 50 to 100 calls at a time that come into my phone from blocked numbers on a regular basis? Do I need to show you that? Do I need to show the 30 or 40 letters that have gone out to me, the 30 or 40 that have gone out to Noe and to others in this community? Straight up harassment by telephone, straight up harassment by email, straight up harassment by U.S. Postal Service, straight up harassment by police, by CPS, by lawsuits. No one sees anything wrong with this? Or have you forgotten the 15,000 social media posts that have been documented? We ain't committed no crimes over here. But we've been victimized. Crimes have been committed, but it's on one side, and it ain't this side. So sure, keep it up. Keep it up. Oh yeah, right. There's also been thefts, right? All of the fundraising under the guise of particular purposes for which those funds were not utilized for, but instead embezzled or laundered or stolen. Have we forgotten about the money? Oh, but Prof is the person who divided the community. Sure, dividing, let's see, dividing the community. You mean telling the truth to the audience who deserves to have the truth because they've only been lied to since day one of the Delphi murders. They've only been lied to year upon year, year after year after year after year. This community has been lied to and gaslit. And Prof decides he owes the community the truth. And wherever that truth means, let the chips fall where they may. If it divides the community, fine, because the truth is essential. So I unveil or reveal the truth about what these community members have done. And that's an act of abuse? Do you see how everything is turned on me? For instance, would you rather that I had allowed these lies to continue in the past year and you all still be duped, still not understand, still not notice what you're looking at when you're looking at these various alleged pieces of evidence, like the BG video? Oh, let's see. I clarified and told the truth and called out liars, which therefore divided the community. But the blame is that I'm a threat or I'm a bad person for dividing this community? Excuse me. Now let's get back to another thing. Why is it upsetting? In other words, let me rephrase that. Why is it so upsetting? Okay, let's reflect upon this. So let's go back about 6 months. Okay, let's rewind ourselves about 6 months. Oh, was Reese Davis credible then? Because you know, Reese Davis was all over a certain YouTube channel. Was Reese Davis believable then? Was he credible then? Was his words, or were his words important then? 6 months ago? Was he credible? I'll wait. Because I think the answer was yeah, right? Yeah. I mean, you're platforming this guy. You're glazing him all up. You're also trying to control what he said and what he didn't say, which is a matter of fact, by the way. Was he believable then? Oh, he was believable when you censored his speech and kept him between the lines. Was he believable when the motion to correct error was authored? Was he believable then? Okay, so question here. Why all of a sudden, the past few days, as I've allowed him to tell his whole story without censoring him, without controlling his speech, without keeping him in between the lines, when I allow him to tell his whole story his way, why is he suddenly a liar, not credible, full of shit, harming the case? Just something to consider, okay? Just a point of reflection to consider. Why have these people all weekend, and I mean all day Friday, all day Saturday, all day Sunday, all day Monday, and all day today, why have these people been losing their ever-loving minds? Non-stop messaging Reese. Non-stop messaging Diana. Non-stop messaging me. Non-stop messaging each other. Because in the midst of getting screamed and yelled at today on my birthday morning, it was revealed to me that, this group has been in non-stop communication. It's an absolute fucking freak out. So question, who would be, why would there be such an insane, chaotic freak out over Friday's show if it was just nothing, if he's a total liar, if it's just bullshit? Would a bunch of lies and irrelevant bullshit cause an absolute fucking freak out by a group of 50 individuals for the past fucking 5 days? See, there's a lot of gaslighting here. I mean, let's see. Prof, what have you done to help Rick Allen? Okay, excuse me. Go watch my show. Go look at my channel and watch my last 15 shows, okay? Answer your own questions. Let's see. The Kleins had nothing to do with this. Not according to the trial record. This was not a sexual crime. Let me ask you guys. If I had two little 13-year-old girls on my property, fully nude, who were not my children, do you think I'd be convicted for a sexually motivated crime? Question for you in the chat. Question for you in the chat. Really, really. If this crime did not contain a sexual element, how do two girls end up nude? And as I mentioned, if I had two little girls nude in my backyard, don't you think I'd probably be arrested and convicted for a sexual crime like exploitation? See, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with anyone. I'm not doing it. We're supposed to be here to hold accountable the state of Indiana, to pull the covers off the truth about this crime, and that be what frees Richard Allen, who is falsely and wrongly accused for this. Isn't that why we're here? Let's see, as far as I'm aware, the people who matter were grateful to hear the Reese Davis information. But we have lawyers interfering with Reese Davis, with the defense, and with the entire uniparty group. Jerry Holman's not going to tell you what happened in this crime. He's not going to unveil the truth. He's not going to show the information and exhibit transparency so that the chips fall where they may. Nick McClelland's not going to unveil the truth. I mean, look, he ensured that everything was sealed after trial, did he not? Judge Gold's not going to unveil the truth and exhibit any sort of transparency. She ensured that this entire thing was conducted under a cloud of darkness. And she ensured that every single relevant exhibit was deemed as confidential when it was sent over to the appellate attorney so that the world would not get anything. So how does it feel? So how does it feel when everybody has cast a blanket of darkness over this case? And people are begging for transparency, begging for information, begging for whistleblowers, begging for jurors to come, begging for everything people want. And when you give them, the uniparty freaks out. The cranks freak out. The lawyers freak out. The fucking troll farm freaks out. Let's see, what's a unifying factor? The troll farm says Keegan Kline had nothing to do with this. He's not tied to Delphi whatsoever. What do the cranks say? Keegan Kline had nothing to do with this. He's not tied to the crime whatsoever. What does every person who's ever spoken with Keegan Kline say? What do the depositions of the investigators say about the investigation of Keegan Kline? I'm not here to do a presentation tonight, but trust me, if we're going, the infuriating thing is all of this has been presented on this channel before, exhaustively laid out, meticulously detailed out for you all. We have dissected every single deposition that's relevant to this, every single transcript. And it's infuriating because what I have to, how many times do I have to say it? How many times do I have to show the receipts? Okay, so we're going to say now that we don't have CIs who are running cover for the Indiana State Police in this case. We're going to say we don't have CIs who have infiltrated the social media aspect of this case. Are you really that fucking stupid? Are we going to say we don't have a PR team that's working this case? Come on, man. Who's out here going to actually believe that there's no PR team that's working this case? Who out here is going to believe that this ISP don't have the CIs running the dirty work on this case? You know what the dirty work is? Trolling. True colors, guys. True colors. So we've reached the dividing line. And that's where we are. Like I said, it's a new day. We've reached the precipice. And now, Keegan Kline is going to be the dividing line in this community. Let the chips fall where they may. Sorry. Let the chips fall where they may. Thank you. It is my birthday, and I appreciate that. And for anyone causing chaos on my birthday, I don't appreciate it. But, yeah. Is this where we have to be? Is this how much Richard Allen means to you? So let's see, the entire cranks who for years have gone on about free Ricky Bay, free Ricky Bay, free Ricky. Rick Allen means so much to you that Keegan Kline is where you draw the line? Hey, man, it is what it is. So we have a problem. We have a problem that there's no solution to. The only solution is more information, more information, more information, more information, more information, more information, more sunlight, more criticism, more dissecting, more scrutiny, right? That's the solution. Like I've said it before, discovery has been whitewashed, right? Discovery has been whitewashed, sanitized. Oh, let's see what else has been sanitized. Evidence. Why do you think the Marathon Station footage was deleted, destroyed, disappeared? Why do you think that? Why do you think there was the destruction of the marathon footage? Why do you think there was the destruction of the 70 days of investigative product that we call interviews and stuff? Why do you think they can't find Rick Allen's Dan Doolin footage, right? Why do you think they can't find Reese Davis's a polygraph, quote unquote, from 2017? Oh, let's see. They can't find anything that fucking matters. That's the truth. They can't find anything that matters. And you think it's a fucking... You think that's because they want to pin it on Richard Allen? And that's the only reason they can't find anything that matters? They didn't destroy all that shit solely to pin on Rick Allen. Well, okay, let's put some sanity to this. Let's put the wedge of truth into this. They destroyed all of that shit to cover up the true nature of this crime, to cover up what they need to hide from the world. That's why they destroyed all that shit. And after they destroyed everything that mattered, then they had to strategize and figure out, what the fuck can we do now that we've destroyed everything that matters? These free Rick Allen idiots, they look at everything inside out and backwards because they're not genuinely trying to exercise any sort of intellect and look at it properly. They're not trying to critically think. They're trying to put some narrative across about how things go. Okay, they never intended to fucking do this to Rick Allen. Are you fucking kidding me? You think that they did all that they did so that they could go find Rick Allen to do this to him? No, that's not the way it happens. Things happen in time. First thing that had to be done is they had to go and destroy everything relevant that actually mattered to protect whatever it is they're fucking hiding. So that's first level that you have to get through. The first level you have to get through. Think about it. First thing you have to get through in your cognitive dissonance is, why did they destroy all that shit? Because it all led to something that they are protecting. Whatever they're covering up, it was revealed in the shit they destroyed or that disappeared off the face of this earth. That's level one. Once you beat the edgelord of level one, then you have to get to the next level. What they have left. Okay. Well, now they had a situation. So then they have to try to engineer a conviction to bury this thing. Because what's the objective? The objective is not to go victimize some guy named Rick Allen. What the fuck they care about a Rick Allen? The objective is to permanently bury what they are trying to bury. Like I said, first level of that was destroying all the evidence of it. Second level is the world is seeking justice for Libby and Abby. The world wants a resolution. So what do they have to do? They have to get a conviction that makes this go away. It's not about an election, no matter what any fucking retard out here tells you. Who would be willing to do this to win an election for such a small position? How many sheriffs exist just in the state of Indiana alone? How many sheriffs exist in this nation alone? With all the sheriff's elections in the entire nation every year or every 10 years, how many times have you seen anything like Delphi? They're not going to do this to win an election. That's not what this was about. This was about maintaining control of an investigation, period. The only way to keep that ironclad grip on that investigation was to win the election. They could not lose control of this investigation because it would open up Pandora's box. So what they had to do, they had to win that election. It wasn't about winning the election for a sheriff's seat. It was about maintaining control of the investigation because they could never lose control of this investigation. Now, how do you kill two birds with one stone? You have to win the election to not lose control of the investigation. So you got an arrest. First key point. What was that arrest for? Do you remember that first arrest, that arrest of Rick Allen? What were the two charges? Kidnapping? What did Reese Davis says that the objective here with these girls was? Now, they're able to fabricate enough so-called evidence, right, to build enough of a so-called case against Rick Allen that they decide, nope, we're going to shove this all the way through. And this will satiate the public's bloodlust for justice for the Delphi murders. In other words, this conviction of Richard Allen, lone wolf killer, makes the Delphi murders go away forever. You know what I mean? This conviction of Richard Allen was intended to make the Delphi murders go away forever, which means that what they've been attempting to bury since 2017 is buried forever. Now, what's the problem here? The problem is they overplayed their hand. Don't you see it? They overplayed their hand. They had no case, so they fabricated evidence. They tortured, waterboarded, coerced confessions, abused Richard Allen. They held a kangaroo court type of trial in absolute secrecy. They had their state actors out here threatening to kill everyone, stalking everyone, abusing everyone, and literally propagandizing everyone. And none of it worked because the public said, nah, it's not going to work. So where are we now? Where are we now? Where we now are is that they got a huge problem on their hands. The public didn't buy it. The public ain't buying it, and the public ain't gonna buy it. That's the problem. That's the problem. And that's why when you see what you saw on Saturday, on Sunday, on Monday, and on today, just now in this chat, that's why you're seeing what you're seeing. Because the public ain't fucking buying it. They are losing their absolute fucking minds. They can't handle it. So now, we're all state actors. Clearly. All right. Let me do a little something. Let's see. You guys like the... Let me see. Trying to get something together. Let's see. It's my birthday after all. Why am I screaming and yelling? I'm screaming and yelling because I got abused by a motherfucker, okay? And a bunch of fucking retards. Okay, let's say, okay. Let's see if I can find what I want to find. Where is it? Oh, come on, Prof. Not the best at squinting. Where is it? Oh, here we go. You guys like this picture? I just wanted to share with everyone what's in the background because I think it's nice. Okay, look. See in the background here? Where is it? Here. In the background here. Yeah, this is a mural. I took this photo in 2010. Can you believe it? This is a photo I took in 2010 of a mural. Anyway, that's my happy place tonight. It's my happy place. You come to my happy place, guys. Yeah. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to do something here. Come on, baby. Get out of this. What the hell's with this? Come on. Okay, guys, but look, I put up my Cash App here. Please, if you'd like to support me, please support at the Cash App. Okay, and I'll give you a shout out. So anyone wants to shower me with money for my birthday, there's my Cash App. I'll give you a shout out if you Cash App. If you don't want me to say your name, though, you better say don't say my name, because you know how it is. Everyone's real sensitive about their names around here. So please don't say your name. So please don't say your name or don't say my name if you don't want your name said. That's how that's going to work. But, anyway, I'm ready to now talk with the chat. I think that I went off the deep end. Okay, I had enough screaming and yelling. Trust me. It's a shit show. It's a shit show. All right, just a moment. Let's see. Okay, so I guess what I'd like to say next is that there's going to be, sorry, I got a message here. Make sure it's okay. Everything's okay. Oh, come on. Okay, I want to thank Susan. Okay, I want to thank Christina. I want to thank Sharon. All right, Susan, Christina, Sharon, thank you very much. Thank you for the Cash Apps. I really appreciate that. There we go. There we go. Yeah, so you guys want to see my cake? You want to see my cake? Let's hear it go. Let me get it. Ta-da! Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, yeah. It's a wonderful, beautiful cake, isn't it? Look at that. I haven't put the candles on yet because I'm going to do that after the show with Little Prof. Good. All right, ready? Happy birthday. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. So guys, I'm not gonna worry about that now, but we will definitely, certainly be cutting that as soon as I hit in the stream, because me and Little Prof been waiting a few hours. Okay. But yeah, so I'm telling you, this has been absolute insanity. And it's toxic. It's toxic. It's absolutely toxic. Okay? I mean, why can't we civilly argue the merits of the case? Can we civilly present information on our respective platforms that's not targeted, that's not abusive, that's not slanderous or defamatory, and that's not gaslighting or attacking? Can we not go in others' channels and attack them? Can we not reference people's family members and attack them? Can we not scream, yell, curse, dox, That's right. Yeah, I was doxxed, wasn't I? I was. And let's see, I forgave that person who doxed me. That's right. Yeah, shows the amount of appreciation for forgiveness, right? Well, guess what? It's a whole fucking different prof now. There will be no more forgiveness, okay? That's for everyone out there. This little forgiving prof, this understanding prof, this ultra compassionate, big-hearted prof. Yep, nope, done. I'm done with you all. Done with you all. Again, what happened? What happened to the blackout? All right. No, it's funny because, I told someone earlier today. I have tried, literally, and I want you all to think about this, okay? I have tried to thoroughly explain myself. How about y'all? Do y'all understand that? Do you guys understand that I have literally tried my hardest to emphatically explain myself to everyone every time? You go back to the beginning of every live stream. Why do you think that I sit there for 15 minutes and really slowly try to explain where I'm coming from before I get into the material? Why do you think I do that? Don't worry, we're smoking them out of their holes. Let them keep coming. Let them keep coming. Okay? So here's how we do it. We're smoking them out. That's how fucking stupid they are. Just apologize. Hold on. Okay? This is how stupid they are. They keep coming in and letting me block more of their troll accounts and document the troll accounts. Anyhow, I was saying, you see, why do you think it is that I sit here and explain myself before every live stream to try to have people understand? And so, if you think back to Friday's show, in which I revealed some of my recordings with Reese, you think back, okay? Go back to that introduction of that show, and what was I saying? Because see, I knew this would be a polarizing incident. I knew it would be polarizing. So what did I say? This is how stupid you all are. What did I say before I played those recordings of Reese? I said, everyone, you need to put aside your theories, put aside your prejudices, put aside everything you think you know about this case. Understand that everyone has a different perspective. Try to put that aside, wipe the sleep from your eyes, and take in this information new. And I said, we all need to come together. I said, all of us who believe that Rick Allen was wrongfully convicted and that the state has covered up the truth about Delphi, we all need to come together and move forward with the truth. And what did that phrase, what happened with that? What happened with that phrase? Well, I'll tell you what happened with that phrase. It was weaponized against me. If you watch that unhinged, fucking abusive, targeted live stream, that phrase was weaponized against me by an unhinged cunt on YouTube. Okay? So it's not good enough to say, can we all civilly disagree on our various theories? Can we all civilly behave as adults on our channels and put out what we think is concerning information that should be scrutinized? It's that easy. It's that easy. It's that easy. We are all adults here. It should be that easy to allow people who disagree with you to move on, okay? In other words, are you one of those assholes who goes to the grocery store and tells everybody what to do and how they're dressed and what they should tell their kids and what they should buy and how they should fucking be looking and that they're walking the wrong way or they have the fucking wrong sort of hairstyle? Are you the type of person who goes to the grocery store and tries to control every aspect of every person in society's behavior? Because that's what you're doing online. That's what you all are doing online, that you can't allow people to sit here and present what they want to present and feel the way they want to feel and think the way they want to think and go through the processes of growth and of learning and of sharing of information in a genuine and transparent way and leave them the fuck alone. You can't do that. You have to target. You target, you smear, you dox, you harass, you call the law enforcement, you fucking SWAT. That's what they all do. What is it worth this? Like I said, how many fucking elections happen for sheriff and how many Rick Allens are there out in the word? Are you telling me every election for a fucking sheriff, a Rick Allen happens? Two little girls, 2017, 9 years ago. And you try to ruin people's lives? Hey, so I expect it, okay? I expect it. I expect 15 fucking abusive, targeted, infuriating, gang stalking live streams. I expect motherfuckers to go and dox and harass and show pictures of my kids, show my house, right? Say my first name, my last name, my date of birth, my address. I expect you to attack my family members. I expect you to continue to falsely report me to the police. I expect you continue to allow fucking 50 gang stalkers that you know as the cranks to come in there and use your fucking channel. And I expect them to use their own fucking useful idiots channels. You know what I mean? Like case by case, right? They're going to go all around and continue this absolute fucking targeted slanderous campaign because they cannot handle the simple fact that I'm existing as a fucking human being out here doing what the fuck I want. These would be the Karens in the grocery store telling you what you're fucking doing wrong. And you know them all as the cranks. We should call them the Karens. Can we just change their name to the Karens? I mean, why can't you teach anymore, Prof? What have you done for Rick Allen, Prof? Like I said, I expect that you all will continue to do the unhinged, insane cunt shit that you always do. But what you don't know is what to expect from me. I wouldn't expect the same. Because I'm telling you right now, I will go to war with you. But this is going to be unconventional warfare. So enjoy it. So please, have your rage live streams that are total trash, in which you don't display any facts, you don't go through any court documents, you make shit up, you sit there and fucking do your stupid ass crank shit, okay? Have all 50 of you motherfuckers in the chat, okay, calling me a this and calling me a that and saying this and saying that and implying this and implying that, right? Go to Twitter, do all of your fucking whining, go in all of the comments and do all of your little shit that Prof's a fucking idiot, Prof's receipts, LOL, Prof's got nothing. Let's do it all. Let's do it all. Let's do it all. Let's party. You know, I expect more. I expect the Karens to be out in full effect. But I don't know why you never learn. You're not going to make me go away. Have I left yet? Have I? Question for those in the back. Have I left yet? Come on, man. Don't you think I would have left by now? But I'm telling you this. You got a problem on your hands. Because I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm going to keep thinking what I'm thinking and feeling what I'm feeling and moving forward. And I'm going to keep strategically, methodically laying out information that I find to be compelling and concerning. And what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Constant group attacks, right? Constant group attacks, constant smear campaigns. Let's see. You're gonna send someone else to attempt to extort me. You're gonna send someone else to threaten to kill me. You're gonna call CPS again. You're gonna call the cops again tomorrow. Let's see. In this year, it's the third time. Third swatting attempt in a year. Third swatting attempt in a year. Oh, but sure, it's fine. It's just the cranks and the troll farm. It's fine. They don't mean no harm. And the fact that that would be allowed and then you try to dismiss as if it meant anything. Trust me, we're going to have some deep dives. Okay, guys, we're going to have deep dives because like I said, if they want to wage war, I'll wage war. I will wage war. I mean, what else can I do? I got to fight. If you're going to wage war, I'm not going to run away and go away in silence. That seems to be the goal, right? But you realize that goal's not going to be achieved. So you want to wage war, I will wage war as well. So if that's where we're going to be, that's where we're going to be. And it's going to be over the Kleins? Really? So the Kleins are the dividing line in this community now? We're going to allow the Kleins to be the dividing line? Protecting Keegan Kline. Protecting his father. That's going to be the dividing line. It's stupid. It's absolutely stupid because what you are doing, it ain't helping the case, and it ain't helping Rick Allen. Let's see. What's the quote from the depositions? Keegan Kline lured the girls out there that day. Yeah, that's it. So let's see. Like I said, Troll Farm protects Keegan Kline. Had nothing to do with it. Cranks protect Keegan Kline. Nothing to do with it. Uniparty protects the Klines. Nothing to do with it. I guess that's where we're at. That's what it comes down to. See, I knew there had to be a common thread. I absolutely knew in my gut that there had to be some common thread that made the uniparty be the uniparty. And now it makes sense because it's been revealed this weekend. The common thread is, drum roll. Anyway, I don't want to miss anyone. Let's see. Let me see. I've been on a rant. Part of me, has this been a 2-hour rant yet? Okay. We got a Carol, thank you, Carol. Tammy, thank you, Tammy. Rebecca, thank you, Rebecca. Diane, thank you, Diane. You see, I'm looking at my, can't really read without the glasses, but yeah, Carol, Tammy, Rebecca, Diane, Sharon, Christine, Susan, David Rogers. Look, we got David Rogers, Rebecca Ann, Dennis McKean, Jade, thank you. Swade, hey, Swade, thank you. It's quite an interesting thing. Very interesting. But I'd warn you guys. I mean, do I really have to say it? Do I really have to say it? Like, is this a fight you want? Is this another fight that you want? I'm not backing down. All right, give me a moment to go refill my drink, and I'll be right back. And I want to read some of the chats. Okay, so I'll be right back. Just give me a moment, please. Oh, thank you, Becky. I see. Thank you. I love you. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Pardon. Thank you so much for holding. I got a little brownie Has also bought some brown. Okay, full disclosure. Full disclosure, everybody. I decided today at the bakery to do a celebration. So I bought brownies. I brought ice cream. I bought little prof snacks, and I bought the cake. So, oh my God, that brownie, caramel infused fudge and brownie. Look, I don't know how they created this, but it's a layer of brownie, a layer of caramel. The middle is thick and it's all fudge, chocolate fudge. And then another layer of caramel and another layer of brownie. So it's brownie, caramel, fudge, caramel, brownie. Woo! Sugar bomb. Yeah, I just had a little square because I'm saving room for the sugar of the cake. But full disclosure, right? Anyway, let's see. I want to thank, let me see, who was that? Kelly. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Kelly and Carol. You guys are so sweet. Thank you very much. Happy birthday to me, yeah? It's been a rough year. And it's been a rough weekend and a rough damn day. Yeah, Dennis, I don't think I'm sleeping because I'm going to be so sugared and chocolated up. Show the brownie receipts. I'm not going in the kitchen again. I just ran in there. I'll take a picture, put it on the community page. Let's see. All right. All right, hold on a minute. Let's see. Okay, so what do we got with the chat? Let's see. Can I please blow this up? Because Prof can't see. Let's see. All right, we're here. This is better. This is better. Now I can read it. Heavy Metal says, damn it, I want a brownie. Well, I got a bunch. You need something sweet to eat too? All right, what am I missing? Let's see. I'll have nightmares tonight. Here's Sugar City and chocolate. Okay, you need that kind of brownie. I've never seen it before. I was like, what the hell is that? Let's get it. Yeah, let's get that. That sounds like what I want, you know? I know, right? Sugary, though. Brownie before cake. Yeah, exactly. I needed chocolate. True. I was getting a little triggered. All right. Okay, let's see who we got in here. I had chocolate Haagen-Dazs. Ooh, I love it. You know which one I like with the peanut butter in it? Chocolate peanut butter, Haagen-Dazs. Very good, very good. Oh, right, Girl Scout cookies. Who doesn't like those? Who doesn't like those? I stressed you out taking your help. Sorry, Deb. Okay, what else we got? Why not, Dennis? Dennis, you should kill half a box right now, you know. Go kill him, Dennis. Eat him. Oh, you do make something like that? What's triggering you, sweetheart? What did I miss, Snoop Sleuth? I'm sorry you're triggered. Don't be triggered. Well, Jade's doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing. That lemon water is so good for you. I used to see this Reiki massage therapist. You know, I used to see this Reiki guy who was really awesome, by the way, but kind of rough. But this guy, every time I'd walk in to his parlor, or whatever you want to call it, his massage table, he'd whip out he'd have me a very large lemon, or very large water with lemon in it, and he'd make me drink that down before he started the massage, the deep tissue massage. Yeah. All right, so that's nice, guys. Appreciate it. Let me see. So my entire family, it's just amazing. I'm looking at this at my messages. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. No, but my Facebook, okay? Let me go to my Facebook. So my Facebook has just been exploding with well wishes today, birthday wishes. It's just so amazing. Okay, so let me see. What's Messenger? Oh my God, like people I haven't seen physically in 15 years or 20, some of them. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday and best of years. Happy birthday, nephew. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, all the best. Happy birthday, miss you so much. Love and miss you. I've always said that for me, the best function of Facebook is the birthdays. You know what I mean? For me, it's just me. It's just me, but I would say for the past 15 years, I've loved Facebook for birthdays, because for politics, I hate Facebook. During COVID time, I hated Facebook. In general, I don't like Facebook too much. But for birthdays, Facebook is the most amazing platform. And secondly, there's Marketplace. And Marketplace is just amazing. It is absolutely amazing. And I bought myself a Christmas gift. I mean, a birthday gift. What am I saying, Christmas? Am I ready for Christmas already? You guys want to see my birthday gift? See, I'll show it here. Let me find it. I bought myself a birthday gift, y'all. I'm waiting on it. It's coming in the mail. Yeah, let me find a photo. Pulling up the listing. And Prof's birthday gift is, drum roll, Prof's birthday gift is a Fender Jazz, a 2000s Fender Jazz Deluxe active jazz bass. Oh yeah, that's my birthday gift, okay, to myself. So I'm very excited. I'm very excited about that because I got this one here, and this one's a Precision. Okay, this is a Fender Precision bass, and I really wanted a really nice active jazz bass. So congrats on my Fender bass, okay? And that's a Fender too. That's a Fender Precision bass. But they're very different. You know, this one is from about, I want to say 1998. Okay. Anyhow, yeah, guys, so I'm going to receive my birthday gift probably in the next couple days. And so that's my Zen moment, right? My moment of Zen is the, my moment of Zen is bass playing or keyboard playing, as you see. I had to quit the saxophone. Okay, what happened with me, because this is another point that's been used to assault me in the past year. My saxophone, okay, my saxophone. I played saxophone until 2015. And I played saxophone all over the world with the masters of music. And my poor saxophone, I got a real bad asthma. Okay, I developed a real bad asthma post-Katrina. So for these retards who like to harass me, let me tell you about saxophone. And this should shut you up permanently. You guys will remember that in 2005 was Hurricane Katrina. I actually did a live stream here in which I went through, on the anniversary of Katrina, I went through my real life experience with Katrina, where I lost my house and everything. And the problem with Katrina was, in the years after, as people repopulated the city, 90% of the homes were flooded, which means mold, black mold. Okay? So 2005 is Katrina. 2006, 2007, everyone comes back. Well, the problem here is some of the homes were not properly mold remediated. Okay, do you understand what that means? So some of the homes were not properly mold remediated. So a huge health crisis that unfolded in New Orleans after Katrina was that as people rehabilitated the properties, some of those property owners did not properly remediate for mold the insides of the walls and the subfloors and all of this. So what happened to me is that gradually, so initially when I moved back to New Orleans, I didn't have any consequences too bad. But eventually I got into a house that was mold infested, and it was so bad that the mold started growing through the walls. And I got out of that house, and I lost half my furniture because the mold had grown out of the walls onto the furniture, and it was bad. And then gradually, I moved a couple more times, and I got into a house that was really bad, that must have had the real bad black mold behind the walls, because I started suffering from symptoms of asthma. And this was about 2008. And from 2008 to 2015, I was gradually increasing in my asthmatic symptoms. And so the doctors, they gradually had to up my treatment. So I went from the inhaler, which I used Ventolin. Okay, so Ventolin was the medication that worked best for me. So I was a Ventolin inhaler, blah, 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 blah. And it got so bad that I was hitting that thing all the time. And I had to transition from the Ventolin inhaler to adding the nebulizer for the Ventolin. So then I was on a nebulizer several times a day throughout the day. And I don't know if any of you have had to use inhalers and nebulizers to manage your asthma symptoms, but it became unbearable. And what happened to me health-wise with the saxophone was I could no longer have the lung capacity to handle the saxophone, because I started having physical symptoms with the saxophone, like shortness of breath, feeling dizzy, passing out, and stuff like that with the saxophone. So up until 2015, I struggled and struggled and struggled with it. And then unfortunately, there was a point in 2015 when I realized I couldn't do it any longer. So at that point, I reached a decision that I can't do this. The saxophone requires too much, and I just can't do it. And so I put the saxophone down. And I had a really amazing 1952 Selmer saxophone, just the best saxophone you could possibly purchase, that I had lucked into. And so eventually I sold that saxophone because they're worth a lot of money. You can buy a vehicle for the cost of those Selmer 1950s saxophones. Now, in all honesty, I still have the saxophones. And a lot of those symptoms of the asthma now, because I've left the city, my symptoms have subsided, and I'm doing very well with the asthma. To the point, I don't really suffer from those symptoms anymore because I'm not in that environment anymore. And after some couple of years, all of that kind of fell away. So I pretty much beat the asthma for the most part. Although I do have the inhalers, I sometimes have to go back and hit the inhaler every blue moon. But in all honesty, I still own a couple saxophones. So they've been packed up since 2015. Well, that's 10 years they've been in storage. So in the past year, I've pulled out those saxophones. And I said, well, let me try again now that I can breathe. And wouldn't you know it, I pulled those saxophones out and tried to play them a couple days, and they started falling apart. Like the pads started falling out, a spring would break. I got another spring broke on the other one. And so the problem now is that now I could probably play my saxophones, but they're in a complete state of disrepair after sitting in the cases for 10 years. So now what I need to do is find a proper repairman to be able to refurbish my saxophones, and then I can play them for my own leisure, because I don't intend on getting back active with the saxophones. It takes a lot of work. I was a guy who practiced, I did the 10,000 hour rule for sure, because I practiced 5 to 10 hours a day since I'm like 15 years old. But that's why now, you see, I primarily focus on the keyboards, because the keyboards don't require any lungs, you know. I can sit there and play the keyboards with no lungs. So that's what I did from a moment in 2015 when I put down the saxophones. I just played the keyboards more and more. And that's my life history now that I've explained to you with the saxophones and why I don't play it anymore. Let me see. Let's see. Well, I know what I'll do. I'm going to do a little something before we get out of here. That's what I'll do. Let's see. Boom. All right. So now you know the story of the saxophone here. All right, let me do this. Come on, Prof. Work it out, dude. Now we're going to do this. Upload. right. Thank you, guys. Thank you. But that was something, I think I recorded that the year that I stopped playing, so you could tell I was already suffering from the symptoms of the asthma. That was I remember after that recording session, I felt like I had run a marathon or cut 15 yards of grass. I mean, just the 8 hours or the 7 hours in the studio playing, 10 songs, recording for a whole day. I remember when we left the studio that day, I felt beat up real bad just from the gentle playing of the saxophone. But yeah, that was me with my buddy who, rest in peace, he died during COVID. He caught the illness, and he unfortunately passed away. He went to the hospital. A couple nights later, he was gone. But those are great memories, really great memories. And that was one of a piece I had written, I want to say in the late 90s, early 2000s. And I wrote that in the spirit of Miles Davis, because Miles Davis has a composition called Blue and Green, which is one of the most gorgeous recordings that Miles Davis ever produced. Blue and Green from, I forget the name of the album, but Blue and Green. And I remember when I wrote that, at the piano I wrote that, and I thought, wow, this kind of feels like a Miles Davis, universe or mood. So that's one of my Miles Davis moods. Anyhow, I truly do appreciate you guys listening to me and just sharing a little bit about my life story today, because it's just horrible how these people surrounding this case try to dehumanize you. And I've never had an experience in my life where there's so much toxicity and so much dehumanizing of other people. And I don't understand it, because aren't we all fighting for the truth of Abby and Libby? Must we dehumanize each other? Is this what this has turned into? That we come to fight for Abby and Libby? And suddenly we're in an environment of dehumanization, toxicity, and hate, wishing harm upon others. I am so much better than any of this. I am so much more than any of this. And I am so much bigger than any of this. I know who I am. And if you know who you are, other people can't break you down. So nothing you'll say about me can take away from the fact that I know who I am. And so that's my message to you, I guess. I guess in the celebration and the recollection of my birthday, that's where I stand. And so I'm going to celebrate my life and who I am. And I ask you all to celebrate who you are. We don't have to be here destroying each other, dehumanizing each other, defeating each other. Those children would not want this. And so I ask you all to do some self-reflection. Do you really think Abby and Libby would want this in this community? Over their deaths? They would be ashamed. And I'm ashamed. So let's do better. Anyhow, I want to thank everyone including all my best friends on Facebook who've been messaging me all day. And I want to thank everyone in the chat, everyone who sent the Cash App gifts, and everyone who sent me messages. Some of you out there know who you are. I started getting text messages at 2 a.m. I'm in bed, passing out, and I hear the phone going off, and I'm like, oh, I'll see it in the morning. But all through the night, I got texts at 2 a.m., at 3 a.m., at 4 a.m., at 6 a.m., and all day today. So you know who you are. Those of you who sent me text messages, thank you very much. I appreciate the birthday wishes. Whether you're in the UK, Australia, anywhere in the US, Canada, I appreciate the kindness. Anyway, I guess me and Little Prof are going to have the cake now. So I'm going to get out of here. God bless all of you. Thank you so much for being here. Do better. Be better. And look forward to the next steps, because we'll have some next steps, okay? Anyway, thanks for being here. God bless Libby Nabby. God bless all of you. We'll catch you later, and I'll be waiting for my bass guitar. So, check y'all out later. Good night.
My heart is so cold, my energy is contagious. All the pain, I can't take it. I'm staying grounded and graceful, cause I know everything that I've been through only made me count my blessings daily. Yeah, they've been acting shady, but I don't take it personal. The memories fading, I'm enjoying the moment. I've been smelling the roses, taking time to reflect, stepping back, the truth unfolding, unfolding. Got nothing to prove, cause I'm not the blow. I've been in the booth, speaking through my soul. You know that I'm true, either way it go, either way it goes. I cannot turn cold, staying on the low. I've been protecting my soul. If your intentions are not pure, I can't let you get too close, cause I'm vibrating high. Ain't got time for your ego, these niggas quit to turn me back. Acting like the amigos, he never cared in the shows. Wasn't with you at your lows, assuming that you gonna fold. But baby, I've been growing ever since I let you go. And I've been doing better, and I know that hurts to know. Hurts to know. Only good vibes around me, and that's for sure. Only good vibes, good vibes. Good vibes, good vibes. Only need good vibes, good vibes. Good vibes, good vibes. Only need good vibes. Can't lie. Only need good vibes, good vibes. Good vibes, good vibes. You see me searching for my inner peace. I've been learning more about myself and my purpose. Truth always come to the surface. Was hurting, but I had to heal. Releasing all the pain that I always held. Been going through some changes, I'll make it still. Protecting my soul to keep it real. Only need good vibes, good vibes. Good vibes, good vibes. Only need good vibes, good vibes. Good vibes, good vibes. Only need good vibes. Can't lie. Only need good vibes, good vibes. Good vibes, good vibes.
Bye bye, you fucking hoe.
Bruh.